Raise your hand if you went to get a physical checkup this year, and then when you got your blood work results, you found out that you have really high cholesterol. Guys, oh my god, what a shock. Like, if it could happen to me, it can happen to anyone. I'm almost 24, so like, I feel like it's really young to have high cholesterol, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, like, my dad has a family history of having high cholesterol, but I didn't think it would affect me because I exercise 3 or 4 times a week. I do eat a lot of fatty foods. Like, I love cheese, cream, red meat, duck and beef, and lamb as well, of course. And also, like, I love shrimp. It's just like really high in cholesterol. So yeah, like, I shocked but not surprised, if I think back on it. But this whole like experience of me getting high cholesterol and reading about like all the risk factors associated with high cholesterol made me question if there was a link between like high cholesterol and fertility, whether it be like a good or a bad link. Remains to be seen. So yeah, that's the question I want to answer today. Sidebar, if you're new here, my name is Nina, and this channel is all about reproductive health and what to do to better support that. If that's interesting to you, please follow along and let's dive in. So, biology recap. If you missed class this week in your high school or college, don't worry. You don't need to go anymore. Stay right here with me. What is cholesterol? It's a steroid, okay? And it's responsible for creating hormones, such as the sex hormones, estrogen and testosterone. It also is a building block for vitamin D. Many different roles, but basically cholesterol is a steroid. Now, there's 2 types, or there's more types than 2, but for this video, there's 2 main types. There's low density lipoprotein, which is like the bad cholesterol, and then there's high density lipoprotein, which is the good cholesterol. I went to research the subject. I went on PubMed to look for scientific articles because one thing about me, I'm gonna get receipts. Okay, so when I looked at female fertility and high cholesterol, I got 33 results. And then when I searched for male fertility and high cholesterol, I got 52 results. So it appears that either high cholesterol only affects male fertility, or only funding is going on males, not male people, males on the subject. So 85 studies isn't a lot to choose from, especially when I only found 3 relevant studies that we're going to be discussing. So yeah, definitely more research needs to be done, but here is what I found. Okay, we're going to start with the ladies. This study is called Implications of High-Density Cholesterol Metabolism for Oocyte Biology and Female Fertility. Oocyte just mean eggs. If you don't know, now you do. Women have eggs. Basically, what this study found is that high levels of LDL can lead to an increase of a cholesterol called an unesterified cholesterol. And unesterified cholesterol has been associated with adverse outcomes when it comes to fertility. When unesterified cholesterol levels were reported in couples who did not become pregnant during a 12-month follow-up period, the association was observed when female partners were analyzed independently. High unesterified cholesterol levels were observed in women, showing longer time to pregnancy as an outcome of fertility. So basically, you have high levels of cholesterol because you're eating too much cholesterol, like me, and then that gets converted to low density lipoprotein, which can also then be converted into unesterified cholesterol, which can damage your eggs. So most cells in your body produce cholesterol except for your eggs. They don't really produce cholesterol, so they're reliant on other structures creating cholesterol for them and giving it to them. And if you're eating too much, well, then you have too much unesterified cholesterol, which has a negative impact on female fertility. Next study. High cholesterol diet induced testicular dysfunction in rats. And of course, they use male rats. So let's see what the rats were up to. Yeah. So basically, the study, mice were split into two groups. One group was on a normal diet, and the other group was on a high cholesterol diet. And then they studied the mice to see, like, if they could impregnate other female mice, the quality of their sperm, which is like, I don't want to know how they extracted that from. That just seems, oh, okay. The quality of the sperm, and then also the integrity of their reproductive organs. And what they found was the mice put on a high cholesterol diet had lower testosterone and malformation of the testes. So their sperm was wonky because of the malformation of the testes, and low test meant that they were less likely to engage in sexual activity. So there we go. High cholesterol can impact your fertility. One thing to note, that even though this is on males, it's not on human males, it's on male rats. So there is a limitation in that what's happening in a rat's body may not always be what's happening in our body. And I feel like obviously you guys know that, but I just want to point that out. Okay? So, lastly, what are we going to do? You know what I mean? Like, too much unesterified cholesterol, and it takes you long to get pregnant if you're a female. Too much cholesterol in males, and or consumption of too much cholesterol in males, and you have low test, and your sperm is wonky. So there's a study called Impact of Diet and Fertility. Dietary Patterns and Fertility. And what they say is the best diet to follow for fertility is the Mediterranean diet. And so the Mediterranean diet is characterized by a daily consumption of fruits, vegetables, legumes, whole grains, nuts, and olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil, to be exact. It's very important that it's extra virgin. And moderate consumption of fish, poultry, and wine. So, and then you have to limit your consumption of red and processed meats and sweets. So basically, like, lots of veggies, lots of fruits, lots of like fiber in your diet, medium amount of meat and fish, and no processed sugar. That's the med diet. When they looked at men who had followed the med diet, they had a better sperm parameters in sperm concentration, so how much sperm in a milliliter, progressive sperm motility, and total sperm count compared to those who didn't follow the med diet. So the Mediterranean diet could lead to healthy sperm. That's maybe why people in Italy and France are known to, and Spain are known to cheat a lot, just because they're eating so healthy and they have so much healthy sperm that they just probably want to share it with the world, you know, even outside the context of their relationship. The context.
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? You exist in the context.
And then, interestingly, the study says that extra virgin olive oil has a fundamental role in fertility. And there's a clinical trial that had women doing IVF and taking extra virgin olive oil, and then IVF and taking sunflower oil or placebo drinks. And the girls who were drinking the olive oil were doing better. So if you're going to have a fat, it has to be extra virgin olive oil. No more avocado oil. Rapeseed, what the fuck is that? Get it off the shelf. What other stupid oil have I seen? I don't know, extra virgin is the queen. And I think we always knew that. I just don't know why olive oil is like getting, or no, avocado oil is getting all the spotlight. Also, if you're a vegan or vegetarian, good news for you guys. Apparently, meat, there's association with meat and low levels of fertility. So, in women who replaced 5% of their animal protein intake with vegetable protein, have a 50% reduced risk of ovulatory infertility. So, I guess like the next generation will be vegans with their, you know, soy burgers and whatever. Yeah, and then there's like links to like negative effect of red meat on embryo development and pregnancy, and it could just be like due to the way it's prepared. So like charcoal grilled, it's not necessarily the healthiest thing, even though it tastes so damn good. Yeah. And then when you look at the Western diet, which I think is like shade to like America and the UK, I'm just going to read you how petty these researchers were. They go, the Western diet is based on prepackaged food, red meat, industrially produced animal products, high sugar drinks, candy and sweets, fried foods, butter, and other high fat dairy products, eggs, and potatoes. In consequence, this dietary habit is frequently linked to obesity, which has a great impact on fertility in both males and females. That is true. Like, I'm just focusing on high cholesterol because I have high cholesterol and I'm not obese. However, obesity does impact fertility. If you would like to find out why, just let me know. That can be a totally different topic. But yeah. So, what did we learn today in class, girlies? We learned that high cholesterol is really bad for your fertility in males, low testosterone, funky sperm, weird testes in rats. And in females, lower quality of egg production and harder to get pregnant because of the unesterified cholesterols. So what am I doing to fix this problem I found myself in? Well, I am tracking the food I eat. I'm doing swaps, so I'm doing low fat yogurt instead of a high fat yogurt, which low fat yogurt tastes really like tangy and it's like it's like slippery. So that's great. I'm doing chicken, lots of chicken. That's the only protein I'm eating. I'm not eating eggs just because I hate egg whites, and the egg yolk is what's responsible for the cholesterol and also what makes eggs tolerable to eat. So I'm not eating just egg whites, thank you. What else am I doing? No more butter, only extra virgin olive oil. What else am I doing? Yeah, that's trying to manage my stress, I guess, but that's really it. So if you have high cholesterol or you know someone that has high cholesterol, please tell them to get it in check. I'm not taking any medication for it yet. My doctor said to do like kind of be on a strict diet for 6 months and then see if the levels lower naturally, which I'm hoping they do. Yeah, because I really don't want to be on statins, but I just feel like that's really shameful for a 24. Not that I think it's shameful if you're doing it. I just think it's shameful if I do it. Okay. Yeah, just like not preferred. And what else am I doing? Lower cholesterol. Yeah, I'm just being generally very aware of what I'm putting into my body, which like it was hard for the first week, but now I think I've gotten used to it. And like, not gonna lie, my grocery bill has drastically reduced because I eat 6 things at a time. Like, I eat 6 things. I eat lettuce, chicken, yogurt, cereal, and what is it? Oh, see, I'm blanking. I don't even know what I eat. So yeah, there we go. I hope that was helpful. I'm so glad that you guys are watching. It means so much to me. And if you have any suggestions for anything you would like me to cover, please let me know. I'm open. This is for you. This is for us. So yeah, like, thank you for your time and attention. And get back to work, bitch. See ya.